I don't think it's really about my story personally. I think it's more about the patient's story. We want to make sure that we're capitalising on the latest research and to incorporate that in what we do to try and maximise patient outcomes. Hi, I'm Raj. I work as a doctor at the County Durham Darlington Trust. I have an interest in digital health. While I was working on a hyperacute stroke unit, it became very apparent that stroke patients weren't receiving the clinically recommended dose of therapy. I felt compelled to do something about it. We created an app that could help solve this problem at scale. I don't know if it was a characteristic light bulb moment. I think it was more just asking a question of, can we do this better? Asking that question led us to find out what the barriers were, what the clinical teams felt too. So again, we're unified in the feeling that we want to do more, that we want to get the best for patients. And it was just a matter of determining how to go about that. It became clear that for any solution to scale, it has to function independently of the clinical team. The last thing that we want to do is to create more work for therapists or for the stroke team. So the startup team were instrumental, particularly in the early days, because we had little more than an idea and we couldn't really conceive of how to translate that into a business. It's been a stepwise process from there, really. That support from the very outset was really the platform that created the prototype and led us to create this solution that we have now. We'll be piloting Rewire with the patient population for a period of 6 months. We'll be using the results of the pilots to seek private funding, and that will help to scale our solution. And I think that they helped us get to our next stage much quicker than we would have if we hadn't have had their support.